In the year 1284, a man arrived in the quiet German town of Hamelin. He wore vibrant, multicolored clothing and played a strange melody on a pipe. As he walked out of town, 130 children followed him. None were ever seen again. You're listening to Urban Whispers, where the strange and the spectral are never far behind. It sounds like folklore, like something pulled from a fairy tale book. But Hamelin was, and still is, a real place. And in that town's history, there's a documented moment when nearly all of its children vanished. One of the earliest records is not a story, but a stained glass window that once stood in the town's church, dated around 1300. It made no mention of rats. It simply marked a devastating truth, that on June 26, 1284, 130 children were taken by a mysterious piper in strange clothes. They were never returned. A public memorial. Not a fable. A tragedy. So who was this piper? Was he a magician? A vengeful spirit? Or something else entirely? Some believe he was hired to rid the town of rats. When the town refused to pay, he came back for their children. But here's the unsettling truth. The rats weren't part of the original story. That detail was added centuries later, possibly to mask something more terrifying. During the 13th century, German territories were expanding eastward. Settlements were forming in less populated regions. Entire villages were being emptied. Some scholars believe the piper may have been a recruiter, enticing young people to migrate, or abducting them under false promises. There's also the possibility of catastrophe. A plague, a natural disaster, a mass drowning, maybe even a ritual. Was Hamelin covering up something it could not explain? Something it could not forgive? To this day, in the town of Hamelin, there's a street where music is forbidden. Bungalowsenstrasse, the street without drums. It is believed to be the very place where the children were last seen. Even today, no festivals pass through it. No flutes, no fiddles, no songs. Only silence. Town records from the Middle Ages speak plainly. The Chronicle of Hamelin reads, "In the year of 1284, on the day of Saints John and Paul, the children of Hamelin disappeared." So what really happened? Was the piper a supernatural force sent to punish? A man who was wronged and took his revenge? A predator with no name, hidden in the folds of history? Or is the tale of the piper a smoothed-over retelling of something far more sinister? Something we've forgotten on purpose? The Pied Piper still haunts the imagination not because he is magical, but because his story remains unsolved. 130 children vanished, and not one clue has ever explained it. So the next time you hear the soft notes of a pipe drifting on the wind, and your feet start to move without you, remember this warning. Some music doesn't lead you home, it leads you away. This has been Urban Whispers. If this tale unsettled you, like, subscribe, and stay close. The shadows are full of stories, and we're just getting started.